So let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Here, Sifat. The word Sifat means the characteristics of the letters. You know, it's very important to know the characteristics of the letters because, as you know, we have some letters sharing the same makhraj, right? For example, we have ta and dal and ta. They have the same makhraj, right?
Yeah,
Tha, dhal, and dha. They have the same makhraj. Lam and ra. They are very close to each other. Qaf and kaf. You know, these letters, they are very, very close, very near to each other. So how to differentiate, how to know the difference between them? They are sharing the same makhraj, the same place, come out from the same place. Hamza and ha from the throat, ayn and ha, ghain and kha, you know, they are sharing the same makhraj. So how to differentiate between them? Actually, we have something named sifat. Sifat is telling you the characteristics for each letter. So, for example, what makes ha, like, we have hamza and ha, they come out from the same makhraj, from the same place. So, what makes ha different and what makes hamza different? Like, why hamza is like different than ha? Because they are sharing the same makhraj, they come out from the same point, right? So, like as long as the exit from the same point, but they're still different. Why? What makes them different? The characteristics of each letter. So that's why it's very important to study the characteristics of the letters. Okay, that will teach you how to uh, how to pronounce each letter correctly, and it should be as it should be. So now let's know the division and the parts of sifat. So here, sifat. So actually in sifat, we have two types. We have sifat with opposites. They have opposites. We're gonna explain this. And with no opposites, without opposites. So sifat with opposites, they are actually five. With their opposites, so it becomes 10, right? 5 and 5. What does it mean? For example, we have something named hams. Then the opposite of hams is something named jahr. I'm gonna translate everything. So this is number one. Number two, we have here الشدة, the opposite الرخاوة. Number three, الاستعلاء. Number four, or the opposite الاستفال. Number four, الإطباق. And here الانفتاح. Number five, and this is not very important because we don't need it. It doesn't affect on the sound. It's only related to the Arabic, the Arabic uh, writing rules and stuff. But we put it just for because it's mentioned in Tajweed. Here we have Al-Izlaq and Al-Ismat, but it's not that important. Anyways, these are the most important things we should study. Leave this for now. Let's study this. So first is Hams, very important. Also Shidda and Rahawa, very very important. الاستعلاء, استفال, إطباق, انفتاح. Let's start with Hams first. So what is Hams? Here Hams. The word Hams literally means like the whisper. Whispering, whisper, but
yeah,
actually it's like the airflow. Hams is in Tajweed is air flow, the flow of air while pronouncing the letter. Actually, as you know, in any language, not only Arabic, in any language, we have letters with voice. We call them voiced letters, and here voiceless letters. Voiceless letters. Okay, so voiced letters, the letters that they have voice. I mean, the voice of the letter, is generated from the makhraj while pronouncing the letter itself. But the voiceless letter, the letter itself doesn't have a voice, but it takes the voice from something else. For example, just to make you understand, when you pronounce sheen, you know, do we say what's the makhraj of the sheen first? Do you remember? The middle of the tongue, right? Raised to the upper palate. So when you pronounce sheen, you need to raise the middle of the tongue to the upper palate. So we say ash, ash. But when you raise the middle of the tongue, we don't raise the whole tongue. No, we raise only the sides. So you make the tongue like curved like this. Okay, like this is the tongue. And here, as you see, is the I'm making the tongue like curve, like the tongue, it should be like this is the normal tongue. But when you try to make it curve as a curve, it becomes like this. So the center is down and both sides are up. So these are the sides of the tongue, right? So here, as you see, we have like a channel. Here, look at this, it's a channel. So this path, the channel of air, actually, when we pronounce sheen, we only raise the sides here, the sides of here, this part and this part, both sides of the tongue, right? Both sides are raised, center is down, as you see, the center of the tongue with the red color. So when we make this position to pronounce sheen, now we have a channel of air, as you see. Look at this path with with the black color, this path. Now this path generates the airflow. We say ash, 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 sh, sh. This sound is actually not the sound of the letter itself. This is the sound of the airflow coming out. You understand, while pronouncing the letter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're just saying ash. So the sound of sheen is not generated from sheen, from the makhraj of the sheen. No, it's generated from the airflow because it's a voiceless letter. The letter
Yeah.
itself doesn't have a voice. So the letter takes its voice from something else, which is the airflow. You understand?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, not only sheen, but for example, fa. Here we have fa. How we pronounce fa? Do you know? Remember? Huh? The upper front teeth with the lowest lip. We have both lips, right? We pronounce it with the lower lip with the upper front teeth. F, 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 like this. F, F, F. So, without allowing the airflow, if you block the airflow, like sheen, if we block the airflow, if we didn't allow the airflow to come out, we will not pronounce sheen. We will not be able to pronounce sheen. You understand? So
Yes.
this is same for fa. Without allowing the airflow, no fa, because fa is a voiceless letter. Fa needs the airflow to be a voiced letter because fa is a voiceless letter and takes its voice not from its makhraj. No, it takes its voice from the airflow. This airflow in tajweed is named hams. You understand? Hams.
Yeah.
So the letter is very weak. The letter is very weak. It takes its voice from the airflow, like fa, like tha, f, like ha, ah, and so on. So all these letters, if you block the airflow, if you stop the airflow, the channel of air, this channel of air here, airflow. If you stop it with any of these four letters, and we have some letters, not only these letters, if you stop it with stop the airflow with these letters, you will not pronounce any letter. You will not be able to pronounce it. How to pronounce ah? By the way, don't forget, we need to put it in the second state. You need to put any letter on the in the second state to be able to pronounce it as it should be. Don't say ha. Yeah, ha with a fatha is accepted, with a kasra, with a dhamma. But if you want to take the pure sound and the pure characteristic, you have to put it on the second state. Okay, to
Yeah.
get the pure characteristic, to note it. So you never notice it if the letter has a fatha, has a kasra, has a dhamma. It's gonna be too hard for you. Anyways, you need a proficient, I mean. So anyways, so look at this. Ah, 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 ah. So if you block the airflow, how should you pronounce it? No way. Same for th. F, F, F. If you block the airflow, it becomes a different letter. It becomes seen. S, 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 S. Right? If you block the
Yeah.
airflow with th. Same for fa. If you block the airflow, you'll not be pronouncing fa. It becomes like this. Up, 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 not f. It becomes like up, 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 which is closer to something like ab, like ba, because you close the both lips, so you don't take the pure sound of ha as well. So this is the idea of the airflow. How about jahr? Here, voiceless letters, we name them hams. The characteristic is named hams, but the voiceless letter here named al-huruf. Huruf mean the letters. Al-mahmusa. Mahmusa. Al-mahmusa means voiceless letters. Okay? Hams itself means airflow or whisper. How about voiced letters? This is the opposite of hams. If you remember, it was named jahr. So here al-huruf, huruf means the letters. Al-majhura, majhura means what? Means it's like a strong letter. Okay, so the voice takes its sound from its makhraj, not from the airflow. Yeah, it can be with a little airflow, but it doesn't affect. You understand? It doesn't affect on the
Yeah.
sound. It's taken from the vibration while pronouncing the letter from its makhraj, not from the airflow. Okay, like for example, let's see. But before giving examples, let's see the hams letters and finish this section first. So then, what are the hams letters? Al-huruf al-mahmusa, or the hams letters. Hams letters. Actually, Ham's letters are gathered in one sentence named فحثه شخص سكت. Okay, these are the Ham's letters. فحثه شخص سكت. فاء حاء ثاء هاء شين خاء صاد سين كاف and تاء. Okay, فحثه شخص سكت. So any of these letters, if you want to pronounce it, you have to allow the airflow, you have to make hams. And if you block the hams, if you stop allowing the hams, actually you will be pronouncing a wrong letter. Okay? Or
Yeah.
it's not the proper, it's not the proper pronunciation of that letter. Any of these letters, all of them, they have hams, they have airflow. This is very important. So if we get back here, any other letter is actually from jar letter. Okay, the rest of the letters. Okay, like for example, ba. Ba doesn't have hams. Look at this. Ba is not from hams letters. And by the way, you don't need to memorize this. You can discover it. Fa, when you put it on the second state, you see f, f, f. So it has airflow. Ha, put it on the second state. Ah, ah, ah. We have airflow. Th, ath, airflow. Ha,
Yeah.
sheen, ash, ha, ah. Look at the airflow. Not ach. No, this is wrong. Doesn't have a sound. Ach. This is a sound. No, it doesn't have a sound. The letter only with the airflow. Ah, airflow. Ah, صاد أص سين أس كاف أك تاء أت. But with kaf and ta, they have a special dealing. We're gonna study them, inshallah. So here, the rest of the letters like ba. Ba is not from فحثه شخص سكت. Okay, so it's not. By the way, we usually put them in the sentence like this to be easier for you to memorize. If I told you
Yes.
fa, ha, tha, ha, shin, ha, sad, sin, it's gonna be confusing for you. But when I put a sentence, it's gonna be easy for you, right, to memorize it and to know. You know, like what? Like قطب جد. The قلقلة letters. قطب
Yeah.
جد. Look at قطب جد. If I told you قلقلة letters are قاف, طاء, باء, جيم, and دال, it's confusing for you. You will usually need to remind yourself. But قطب جد, no, now it's easy for you to memorize and to remember quickly. قطب جد قاف طاء باء جيم and دال. This is same, okay? And we
Yeah.
will be doing this with all the letters of the صفات, the letters of the characteristics. So here the list of the letters. So if you memorize فحثه شخص سكت, you will easily know here the list of the letters, because ba is not from فحثه شخص سكت, then it doesn't have hams. So we don't allow the hams. Same for example ta. Ta has hams, right? At. فحثه شخص سكت ends with ta. So it's not for ta then. How about tha? فحثه has hams. So ta and tha, they don't have hams. They have hams, they don't have jahr. Sorry. Jim. Jim is not فحثه شخص سكت. Ha it is. فحثه. Right?
Yeah.
But Jim is not. خاء it is from فحثه شخص سكت. Look at this. فحثه شخص أخ. So it's not خاء. So you can discover if you memorize the letters. So ba, don't allow the airflow. It's ab, no airflow at all. Ab. That's why we have qalqala. Same for jim, same for dal. Okay. So look at this. With no qalqala of ba, it won't be clear. It won't be clear. Look at this. Ab. Look at for jim. Ad. Look at for dal. Ad. Ad, ad. They are very clear, very close, right? No difference. It's not that difference. So how to differentiate with a qalqala? That's why we have a qalqala. Qalqala makes each letter stronger and different. Look at ba, ab. With qalqala, ab. It's clear now. Jim, ad,
Yeah.
ad. With no qalqala, with no airflow, ad. By the way, with jim is like sheen, okay, the same part, but actually with jim we don't raise the sides only, no, we raise the whole part. So this is the tongue here, we raise the middle part here, the whole part is raised up. But with sheen we were raising just the sides, this side and this side, okay. But with jim the whole part raised up. That's why when the whole part raised to the upper palate, then no airflow comes out. I mean, because you block the airflow when you raise the whole part of the tongue, the whole section raised up, so the airflow is trapped here, cannot leave the mouth, because no channel of air. Here we have a channel
Right.
from this curved, but here no curve. It's you raise the whole part to the upper palate, so the air is trapped here and no airflow comes out of the mouth. You understand? That's why no hams
Yeah.
with jim. Same for dal. Ad. With dal, we pronounce it from the tip of the tongue, the first part of the tongue goes to the upper palate, also blocking the airflow to come out, to leave the mouth. So ad. But with airflow, ad. ada, ada. It's very clear. Look at Jim, edge, with airflow, edge, edge, edge. Very clear. That's why we have qalqala. Get my point?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the letter is very hard to pronounce. Then qalqala makes it clear and pure, as you see. Ab, ad, ad, better than ab, ad. So this is the first section. So what I get from this, I get. By the way, just to know before finishing this, here I said these letters have special dealing. Yes. Look at this. I mean kaf and ta. These both letters. Look at this here. فحثه and شخص سا. Then we have kaf and ta. What's the difference? Let me make it something like this. X axis and y axis. Here we have here the sound of the letter, and here we have hams. And I'm gonna do the same with kaf and ta. Here the sound, and here hams. Okay, so with all of these letters, with all of حثاه شخص سا without kaf and ta, سكت without kaf and ta, so the hams and the sound of the letter and the hams, or the let's name it the airflow. It's same, as you know. So when I start pronouncing the letter till I finish pronouncing the letter, so this is the start point and this is the end point. Okay, here the start point, and here end point. It's very important to understand this, you know. So when I start pronouncing the letter till I finish, all of this during this period of time, I have to apply hams. So hams starts, okay, in the same second or at the same second when the sound of the letter starts, and hams finished at the same second when the sound of the letter finished. You understand?
Yes.
So, for example, sheen again, we say ash. So from the beginning of the sound till the end of the sound, we have hams. Understood?
Yes.
Ash. From the first point of pronunciation till the end point of pronunciation, we have hams. You know? So
Yes.
during that period of time, we have hams. We need to apply hams. Ash. Hams starts with the sound and ends with the sound. Okay? How about kaf and ta? No. Kaf and ta? No. Here we have the start point and here the end point. This is the sound of the letter. Okay? Here. Then hams starts when the sound ends. So here and here, which is very important. So here the start point of the letter, of the sound I mean, and here the end point of the sound. But what is this? This is the start point of the hams, and here the end point of the hams. So you pronounce the letter first, then you apply hams. Why we do this with kaf and ta, we will know with the second characteristic, this one, shidda and rakhawa. We will know the reason
Right.
when we study this. But
Yeah.
anyways, let's know how to do this. So in the beginning, you need to pronounce the letter, then you need to make the airflow. Pronounce the letter, then apply hams. Okay, so in the beginning, we don't allow hams. Okay, then you need
Yeah.
to allow hams after pronouncing the sound. How is this? Let's try to apply kaf, for example. We have ak. Look at kaf, you say ak, no airflow. Once I finished pronunciation, ak, you allow the airflow. Ak, ak. By the way, when we apply hams, we just allow the airflow. Like, k. It's like airflow. Ah, ah, ah. You know, it's not ka.
Yeah.
It doesn't have like a sound. It's not kaf with a fatha, or don't say akka. No, this is shadda now. Akka. it's just k, k, airflow, you know? Ak, ak, k, k, airflow. Ak, 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 ak. Okay, so for example,
Yeah.
here we have the word بصرك. بصرك. If we stop on the calf, this calf now has hams, and as we agreed, hams is very clear. Actually, all the characteristics are very clear, especially if the letter is in the second state. So now calf is in the second state because we're gonna stop. So we will need to apply this hams very clear. Concentrate on it. So it becomes like this. Basaruk. No. Now no hams at all. You have to apply the sound. Once you finish the end point of the sound is the start point of the hams, as you see, right? The end
Yeah.
point of the sound is the start point of hams. So it's basaruk, 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 k, k, airflow, basaruk. But when we continue, basaruka, ka, hams is very, very weak. Okay, but when it's in the
Yeah.
second state, basaruk, basaruk, you feel it. Even if it's in the middle, like the word yaktub, yaktub. Look at this, yak, not yaktub, yak, no hams at all, and this is not right. You have to say yak, yaktub, yaktub, yak, airflow, yak, as we agreed here, yak, then hams, yak, yak. Okay,
Yeah.
hear the sound, yak, then, 1 second, look at this, yak, then yak. Apply the hams when you finish pronouncing the letter. Not during applying the letter, no. When you finish pronouncing the sound of the letter, make hams. Ak,
Right.
okay? So here, the end point, the start point of the sound is the, or let's say equals, is equal or equal, here equal, the start point of the hams or of hams. Okay, this is for what? For فحثه شخص and كاف, sorry, and سين. And same, the end point is the same end point, but with كاف and تاء. By the way, we didn't practice كاف and تاء. We're gonna practice again, but let's finish this. The end point of the sound of the letter, equals the start point,
Hums.
yeah, of hams. So that means hams comes once the sound finished. Here,
Yeah.
start point of hams. So look at for ta, it's like at. Some people apply the hams of the ta like seen. They say at, at, at. No, this is seen now. It's like, a little scene. No, hams is airflow. At, like this. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's like at, at,
At,
at, at, at. It's t, 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 t.
at,
It's t,
at,
t.
t, t, t,
No, not te. At, at,
at, at,
at.
t, at, t,
No, allow the air, airflow.
at,
At.
t,
No, let's
at,
take an example to see. For example, yet luna. The word yet loon. So look at that. It's in the sukun state. So yatlun, no, not yet, no hams now. It's yet, yatlun, yatlun,
Yat,
yatlun.
yatlun,
Uh,
yatlun,
no, not like she. Yet, yatlun.
yat, yat,
Yes,
yat,
yeah, but
yat,
not, yeah. But make sure to not make it closer to sin. Yet, no, yet. It's like ha.
yat,
You know ha with airflow. This
yeah,
is it's like airflow. Yet,
yat, yat,
yeah, yes, like this. Yatlun,
yat,
yatlun,
yat,
yatlun. Yeah,
yatlun.
the word yafut or tafut, tafut. Look at the
The
hams,
food,
tafut.
the food,
Yeah,
the food,
tafut,
the
yatlun.
food.
And don't be over, don't stress on it.
Yeah,
Yafut.
it's
Y-
practice.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. It's
Right.
very, very important. And same for calf. Okay. So this is what should you know about hams. So
Thank you.
yeah, Jazakumullah khair. I'm gonna extract this as a PDF and send it to you, inshallah.
Thank you very much.
Uh,
Thank you.
وياك. And also I can send you some videos explaining what we explained today. Just to
Please.
yeah, to imagine the when you see the pictures and the videos, things moving, and you see with your eyes, it becomes better, inshallah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
وياك.
Solid.
وعليكم السلام.